Hi, in this session we will be covering the item type pages. We will create a new page and add it to our website. These concepts covered in this video will apply to any editorial web page on your website, such as news articles, case studies and blog posts. Pages form the basis of the majority of the editorial pages on your website, such as the home page, the About Us page and the Contact Us page, as well as being used for product categories on an e-commerce website. If you have an integrated website, please double check with our support team before editing or creating any categories, as these may be managed through your ERP system. To begin, we want to click Content, Pages, and then Add New. We are now greeted with a list of attributes. These may differ to the attributes you see on your website, so I will only cover the basic attributes, but most of them should be fairly self-explanatory. First off, we have our name field. I'm going to call this test page. This will be the universal reference for our web page and will display wherever our page is referred to in text form. Next up, we have our title. This will be the heading at the top of our page. If you leave this field blank, it will just use whatever you've popped in the name field. I'm going to put test title here. Next up, we have search keywords. This allows you to add extra search terms to your page, which allows it to be discovered through the internal search on your website. Next up, we have the notes field. This is an internal reference that only displays within the web wizard, so at the end of the day you can use this for whatever you like. An example of where this is useful is if you have two duplicate page names, for example, two categories on the website that sit in completely separate subcategories but happen to share the same name. You can pop a note on here to easily differentiate between the two, and wherever the page is referenced within the web wizard, this note will display. Next up, we're into the images that will display on our page. First off, we've got our thumbnail image. This will display whenever we locate our page within another page, the thumbnail image will display. For applying and editing images, we just press the edit button. From here, we can navigate throughout our folders to find an image that we already have uploaded, or we can upload an image directly by just pressing the Upload Images button. From here you can select your image. And then choose it from the list. If it's already the correct size and shape, this image will go straight in. But if I were to choose an image with the wrong dimensions, for instance this one which is slightly rectangular, I'm prompted to resize the image. Next up we have our top image. This is an optional banner that can display at the top of the page. And finally, we have our main image. You'll notice that when I select this image, I'm not prompted to resize this. This is because the main image sits within the body text of the page, and we have a little bit of flexibility with how that displays on the page. First off, we get to select a size for this. I'm going to make this 300 by 300. And then we can choose whereabouts on the page we want this to display. I'm going to pop this on the left-hand side. We then have our body text aligned. This sets the justification for the text that we want to appear on the page. You can have this either center aligned or left aligned. I'm going to choose left. And then we have our body text editor, which is where we'll enter the main text content from our page. This is a full HTML text editor, meaning it will accept any formatting that you copy and paste into this, and also you have a selection of widgets to set the text formatting yourself. If you're familiar with HTML, you can hit the source button and edit the HTML directly. When copying and pasting into this field, because it will accept any and all formatting that you choose, if I select something that's quite messy like this, you'll notice that it's copied all of that formatting in, which you might not necessarily want. So a little tip, when pasting into this section, if you're not deliberately trying to carry over formatting, such as hyperlinks or tables, if you use the shortcut Ctrl-Shift-V, this will paste completely plain text without formatting and avoid any unnecessary mistakes. And then finally, down at the bottom, we have our call to action fields. These are link and link text. This will create a button on our page which will allow us to link somewhere. The link is where you actually want the user to be sent when they click the link. I'm going to choose About Us for this. And then link text is what you want this button to say. I'm going to say, click here. This forms the foundation of our page. I will now click the Save button to create it. And now our page has been created. In order to view it, we just need to give it a location. Doing that, we scroll down to the bottom to the location section, and now we have a few choices where we can place this page. We can pop it on a menu, where it will appear as a text heading on whichever menu we select. We can choose a page, where it will appear in a grid, along with the thumbnail image and the name. Or we can locate it to a member, where it will become a member-only page for that user. I'm going to choose Menu. And in this case, I'm going to select this special menu called Hidden Menu. This is very useful because you can use it as a preview area to view your pages before putting them to a live location where end users can see it. I'll press Add Location, and that is now located itself to the hidden menu. If I now refresh this page and scroll to the top, I can see this page has generated a URL. We can change this in 3 segments. If the page is located to multiple locations, we will have a list to select from here to automatically generate a URL. We can update the URL part, or we can specify a completely unique URL using the custom URL fields here. I'm going to leave this with the one it's automatically generated, and to view our page, we just click the little globe icon next to the URL. And this is our page here. We can see our top image, our main image over on the left hand side, our title, our body text, and our call to action button. This is the foundation of the page. Obviously there's not too much content on this page yet, but we can utilize other item types to extend upon this, which we'll cover in later videos.